Our coast was once comfortable and quaint. The scenes were serene. It was paradise found. Now the coast is rushing in. More people.
It's no longer lower, slower Delaware.
More houses.
This empty field could become another housing development in Milton.
They are building everywhere.
More traffic.
Traffic backed up for miles.
It's horrible.
More problems.
The fire department says if something doesn't change, they can't afford to keep up the ambulance service.
It's suicidal lack of planning.
More. Will the clutter continue? This is the price of paradise.
I'm Madeline Overturf with CoastTV News. The coast is exploding with growth. We all know that. What's happening here is complicated and connected. A chain reaction happens with every single development and every single person who moves here. These are the 4 components to this cycle. Deficient roads. We have many of them. DelDOT admits it cannot keep up with the current pace of development. DelDOT says it cannot build or change infrastructure at the same rate that new people, new complexes, and new developments are coming here. More new people. More people are calling Sussex County home every single year, about 4,000 in total. New neighborhoods. All those new people need somewhere to live. And right now, by and large, the amount of land available to build on is agricultural land. A lot of it is farmland. And farming is tough. A lot of people say farmland is being sold because there's not enough incentive to keep open space. Others say farming is a way of life that's being squeezed by surrounding development. That's our reality. It's interconnected, and even those with the county say it is complicated. But how did we get to the Sussex we are in right now? What and who's to blame? That answer is complex. The price of paradise when we return.
Hey Dawn, did you ever get the wind damages on your roof repaired?
I did. I called Morse Roofing and Siding. The owners were prior insurance adjusters and they guided us through the entire insurance process.
That is great news.
They didn't just repair it. Morse Roofing and Siding replaced my entire roof with very little out-of-pocket money from us. We saved thousands.
Give me their number so I can have them look at my roof.
For your complimentary roof inspection, give Morse Roofing and Siding a call at 302-663-0042 or visit them on the web.
Imagine a coastal escape right in your own backyard. At Tyndall's Casual Furniture, we know you aren't just buying furniture. You're buying summer nights, family cookouts, and relaxing mornings. For over 40 years, Tyndall's has helped Delmarva families turn patios, porches, and poolside spaces into true backyard staycations. Explore outdoor settings designed to inspire, featuring premium brands that are made to look great and stand up every season. And remember, Tyndall's is tax-free for all of Delmarva. Visit our showrooms in Laurel, Lewis, or Frankfort. Tyndall's Casual Furniture. Outdoor living done right.
There's only one place to go for your next vehicle, IG Burton. Trusted since 1908 for our expert team, massive selection, and our unbeatable prices. You simply won't find a better deal anywhere else. But it's not just about unbeatable prices, it's about superior service before, during, and after each sale too. Visit us today, and remember,
nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
We don't know what it is, but we feel it, gnawing at the edge of sleep, pacing the halls of our minds. It's the next big breakthrough, a new, bold idea, the thing that will change everything. So at MediaCom, we keep racing ahead. More speed, more capacity, more power. Because when this next big breakthrough arrives, not everyone will be ready, but we will. And so will you.
If you have a screen porch, what does it look like right now? It's probably dirty, wet, and cold. Imagine if you could go out there with a cup of coffee, your favorite book, even in the wintertime, and watch the falling snow or a gentle rain. My porch protection system stops the weather from moving through your porch, keeping it clean, dry, and a lot warmer. and you can use your porch year-round. If you have a screen porch, check out porchprotection.com.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
The Price of Paradise, Growth on the Coast, sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Driving down Kings Highway in Lewis with former Sussex County Councilman I.G. Burton, it's apparent how much has changed.
I was hunting dove on this field with my son, right here. This is where the dove field was.
What were once empty fields are now full of houses, or in the process of becoming houses. You already know traffic is bad because more people are coming here. And with more people means more houses. Add in the fact that the state manages the roads, the county handles land use decisions, local municipalities have their own authorities within city limits. It's all interconnected. It's a cycle. And when it comes to development,
We're at a very fast pace for all the other infrastructures that are needed.
We are the fastest growing county in the state, maybe the fastest growing county in the region.
but why does development on Delmarva feel so different compared to other areas? How did we get here?
This has happened over decades, periods of time, where you're starting to see the change take place.
How did we get here? Let's turn to the most recent and most obvious factor.
Delaware Division of Public Health says the coronavirus outbreak has infected more than 80,000
the COVID-19 pandemic. We interviewed countless people who fled big, crowded cities for the coast during the outbreak.
So if I'm going to be, quarantining in place, I might as well do it at a place that's right in the middle of nature and remote.
U.S. Census data shows they didn't just quarantine here, they stayed here. From April 2020 to July 2024, Sussex County's population grew by over 14%.
It also created a ripple effect of folks that said, I don't want to live where I live now, let's move to Sussex County, build a home, or live in my second home.
But most housing and retail projects you're seeing now have been on the books for years, so it's more than just COVID.
They've been working at this, 4 or 5 years, 6 years, the development that somebody might not like today, right? But they started a while ago. The problem is 10 of them started a while ago at the same time.
Former Sussex County Councilman I.G. Burton says a second reason for the current boom is that developers are simply a lot faster than the speed of Sussex County land use law, which has the same basic framework it did in the 70s.
The developing community all live by deadlines, and their deadlines are a lot shorter than the infrastructure of the roads. The rubber band just got really tight really fast because the developers got really good at what they were doing.
A third component to consider: there was no mechanism for local and state agencies to coordinate plans until the 1990s. Every single proposal was considered a separate project. The state says projects were guided by zoning, but there was no overall plan, or legally any thought to how the new houses or shopping center may impact the neighboring parcel. Speaking of neighbors, you see a lot of single-family homes in Sussex County. That's because there's much more land zoned agricultural residential, which allows 2 homes per 1 acre than any other type of development like condos or townhouses. It's what we see as the fourth reason we have so much of this type of development. Here's developer Christian Hudson.
So if I want to do anything besides building houses, I have to rezone the land. Or we could look at inventory. What industrial inventory do we have? What retail inventory do we have? Where can I build a restaurant or a pharmacy or a bakery, right? And if you look at those, I don't think we have any other inventory besides AR. So really the only thing we actually can build by right is houses. And that's why we've seen that. I think if there was inventory for other things, you would see them being built, but you just don't.
So that's how we got here, but not entirely. To fully understand why we are where we are, we need to go a lot farther back than the 1990s. When we come back, we're going to take you to the first Sussex County Council. A lot has changed in the 50 or so years since then, but not everything, and critics say not necessarily in a nostalgic way. That story when the price of paradise continues.
Your tax refund can do more than sit in the bank. Put it toward a reliable used car with lower monthly payments, great selection, and easy financing in Salisbury and Laurel. Use your refund wisely at the car store.
Here at the Country Rest Home, we like to say our purpose is simple, which is to share the goodness of God in the land of the living.
That means every resident here is more than a patient. They are made in God's own image. They are a precious life with a treasured story.
As a family, we are committed to kindness, respect, and dignity because here at the Country Rest Home, we believe care should be personal because every life is sacred.
20 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing local banking services to all of Sussex County. Here, decisions are made by neighbors, people just like you, that live in and love our community. From Lewis and Rehoboth to Seaford and Longneck, we're growing all over Sussex County, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, owned by locals, built for you, because community matters.
Here at the Country Rest Home, we like to say our purpose is simple, which is to share the goodness of God in the land of the living.
That means every resident here is more than a patient. They are made in God's own image. They are a precious life with a treasured story.
As a family, we are committed to kindness, respect, and dignity because here at the Country Rest Home, we believe care should be personal because every life is sacred.
Drafty rooms, foggy glass, and rising energy bills are all signs your windows are working against you.
Our high-performance extreme weather windows are designed to lock in comfort
and boost energy efficiency year-round. And even the best window is only as good as the company that installs it. So with our Done Right guarantee, you know every window is installed correctly for maximum performance.
Right now, get 20% off your entire window project. Plus, enjoy no payments and no interest for 18 months.
Spicer Brothers.
Because you deserve the best.
Tax refund time is work truck season. Use your refund toward a dependable used truck, ready for the job, strong inventory, and easy financing in Delmar at the truck store.
The Price of Paradise, Growth on the Coast, sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
We showed you how, until the 1990s, there was no mechanism for the state and local agencies to coordinate growth. A pandemic population boom brought people from other cities fleeing them for the coastal way of life here. Naturally, construction and development is a lot quicker now than it was 50 years ago, and most of the open land we have now is zoned for single-family houses. That's some of how we got to where we are today, but not entirely. To understand why we're seeing the type of development we are, we need to explain how land use decisions are made in Sussex County and what's not working.
First, let's explain how land use decisions are made. Look at this map. The areas in red are municipal limits, towns and cities. Everything else is unincorporated, meaning it's governed by the county. Anything within a municipal limit, think downtowns, is decided by that town or city. For example, Rehoboth Boardwalk and the surrounding blocks, anything there is decided by the city of Rehoboth Beach. Just outside of town, you may have a Rehoboth address, but you're in an unincorporated area, meaning decisions on that land are determined by Sussex County. A majority of land in Sussex County is unincorporated, so that's where you are seeing the most developments. These yellow public notice signs you see lead to Sussex County hearings like this, where the appropriate agency listens to a project's application.
I want to build a shopping center.
and ultimately decides to give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. When it comes to growth, those applications are heard by Planning and Zoning, and for some, ultimately Sussex County Council. Planning and Zoning members are appointed by the council. The council is elected by voters in each of the 5 districts, all serving 4-year terms. Planning and Zoning and County Council make their land use decisions by referring to these 3 documents. First, the Zoning Code, created around 1970 by the first council. Second, the Comprehensive Land Use Plan. That's a guidepost for the county's future, adopted by the county and approved by the governor every 10 years. Third, within the comprehensive plan is the Future Land Use Map, which carries the force of law, explains County Administrator Todd Lawson.
It literally tells you what can happen in certain parts of the county by the way of the map. The way the map's colored and the way the map tells you you can do these things inside the map. It takes an ordinance to even adjust that map, so it does have the force of law.
But that map has been adjusted 9 times in the last 5 years. That's something former council member I.G. Burton says is troubling.
To be able to change the comp plan in a meeting is kind of wrong, right? You spend 2 years making this comp plan, and it's going to be the comp plan for 10 years. And all of a sudden, somebody says, hey, you know what I want to do? I'd like to change my land from this color to this color in the comp plan.
The most recent comp plan was finalized in 2018 and published in 2019. County Administrator Todd Lawson said that plan was created with public feedback and paved the way for where we're seeing a lot of growth now.
In 2018, we changed the map, we colored it differently, and we changed the area that was colored yellow, and we said, we want growth there. Go out and look where the growth is happening. It's happening in the yellow. But what has happened now? The community has said, oh my gosh, it's too much. It's not in the right location. There's no infrastructure to support it. Well, that's going to be something we really need to take a good look at, because clearly in 2018 we said this was going to happen or we want it to happen, and now the results are happening and people aren't happy about it. So I think we're going to have to take a hard look at what that means going forward.
Well, I would also argue to say the world is very different than 2018. Are we making decisions on outdated data?
We're trying to make decisions with the best data we have, right? I'll give you one example. The comp plan has to use the Delaware Population Consortium for population numbers, both real-time numbers and forecasted numbers. There's a lot of people that think that the Delaware Population Consortium underestimates. And that's a key point in trying to make decisions for the future.
Coming up, underestimated growth, outdated planning, and the consequences Sussex County is now facing. That's up next on The Price of Paradise.
The best of the best pre-owned vehicles are at IGBurton.com, Delmarva's pre-owned headquarters. We sell only the best of the best, cars, trucks, and SUVs. And IG Burton will pay you top dollar for your trade-in, no matter what you drive. Shop the best of the best pre-owned vehicles right now at IGBurton.com. From vehicles under $10,000 to vehicles over $100,000. You'll find what you're looking for at IGBurton.com. Nobody beats a Burton deal on pre-owned. Nobody.
Imagine a coastal escape right in your own backyard. At Tyndall's Casual Furniture, we know you aren't just buying furniture. You're buying summer nights, family cookouts, and relaxing mornings. For over 40 years, Tyndall's has helped Delmarva families turn patios, porches, and poolside spaces into true backyard staycations. Explore outdoor settings designed to inspire, featuring premium brands. Great and stand up every season. And remember, Tyndall's is tax-free for all of Delmarva. Visit our showrooms in Laurel, Lewis, or Frankfort. Tyndall's Casual Furniture. Outdoor living done right.
Experiencing the excitement of Bet Rivers and Delaware Park Casino is as easy as 1, 2, 3. We've got thousands of your favorite slots to spin and win with, including Cash Eruption and Capital Gains. 2. Take your seat at our live casino table games like Live Dealer Blackjack and Lightning Roulette. 3. Right now, new players get up to $250 bonus money on your first deposit. Good things really do come in threes. Feel the rush of Bet Rivers and Delaware Park Casino. Download the app today.
Enhance the beauty of your outdoor space with Liberty Concrete and Enhancements. From patios that wow to trash enclosures that blend in and beautiful stamped concrete, Liberty delivers one-and-done craftsmanship that lasts.
Very easy to deal with. His crew is great. As you can see from the quality of the work, it's just outstanding, and it's been an absolute pleasure.
Despite rising costs, Liberty is offering a free smokeless fire pit with a minimum of 320 square foot patio installation. Contact Liberty Concrete for a free quote today.
Timeless surfaces deserve timeless protection. Experience the difference with HydroShield of Delmarva. We're a family-owned company, proudly offering USA-made, eco-friendly coatings, sealants, and cleaners that eliminate the need for harsh chemicals. We provide complete surface protection for glass, tile, grout, granite, marble, quartz, and even backsplash. Whether your home is brand new or older, HydroShield of Delmarva has you covered. For protection where you need it most, visit HydroShield of Delmarva online or call now for a free estimate.
The Price of Paradise, growth on the coast, sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Data shows repeated underestimating in Delaware's population. A 2020 State Strategies report estimated Delaware's population to be 1,044,000 people by 2040. Delaware surpassed that estimate in 2024, 16 years earlier than the State Strategies report. Last year, the Delaware Population Consortium estimated Sussex County to have 270,000 people in 2025. U.S. Census data says Sussex County was already at 271,000 by 2024. Population estimates aside, a new comp plan is required by 2028. That will create new guidelines and goals for the future of Sussex County and its land use map, which right now is projecting to the year 2045. At the heart of the future land use map and the comp plan are zoning codes, created over 50 years ago. According to the county spokesperson, the Sussex zoning code is a direct copy of Kent County, Maryland's land use law. Here's the difference. According to the latest U.S. Census data, Kent County, Maryland has 19,000 people and 10,000 homes. Sussex County has ballooned to over 270,000 people and 142,000 housing units. Two very different places now, operating on the same zoning structure.
There's a lot of ways that we can start to massage that die that was cast back in the late 60s, early 70s to change. And that's happened over time. You know, the county code hasn't remained the way that it is. It's changed over time. There's lots of examples of how we've updated it, both in current times and in previous times.
Some updates include an ordinance that strengthened requirements for forests alongside housing developments. Another is a 2018 adjustment that subtracted wetlands from the buildable area, meaning fewer homes near wetlands. But at its most basic level, the types of development allowed, residential, commercial, mixed use, and where you can build them, are practically the same as they were in 1971. Lifelong Sussex Countyan and developer Christian Hudson explains.
They took the map of Sussex County and they said, okay, where's our best roads and infrastructure and where do the people actually want to live? Let's create growth areas and let's allow them to grow by right. Not just say it and give them lip service, but let's rezone this land, and all this strip is commercial, 113 and 13 and around the major corridors, Route 1. That's why to this day you see a lot of condos on the Route 1 corridor because people want to live there.
Condos like these are allowed by right, which means they strictly adhere to current code. Also by right, 2 single-family homes per 1 acre in agricultural residential neighborhoods, which is what you're mostly seeing being built. Hudson says building anything other than by right is almost impossible.
You're in the business to make money, not to get rejected and have your millions of dollars thrown out the window. So if you're smart, you come in with a by right plan where everything's all buttoned up in a nice, neat package, and you actually can't tell me no, but here it is, I'm asking for permission.
That logic of staying within zoning codes has been proven time and time again.
Proposed mega gym will not be coming to Lewis anytime soon.
In 2017, a conditional use permit to build a gym off Savannah Road was shot down. Now, it's 24 homes. In 2018, after years of back and forth, a request to rezone property on Route 1 to build the Overbrook Town Center shopping center was ultimately shot down. Fast forward to 2024, a new plan to build hundreds of homes that are already permitted in that AR1 zoning, that's approved. And just this year, plans for a Costco and Target and more on Route 24 were shot down by County Council. The developer has already pledged to build on this land regardless. If the developer builds by right, this 70-acre property could have 140 single-family homes. Hudson says with limited existing zoning for businesses or condos and public pushback for large-scale projects, you get the growth we're seeing right now: single-family houses.
If you can tell me no on a rezoning, you probably will, especially if it's unpopular.
But you're saying too that the county council could right now, if they chose to, redraw lines on the map.
Yeah, absolutely. But it does take courage and it does take planning. But that's how you execute. What we have right now is we'll give lip service to this growth zone, but we're not going to give them the rezonings. I think it's a leadership issue. I think we have a huge leadership issue. You know, it's really easy for me to say that because I don't have to worry about getting elected in November, right? These guys and gals, they have that. They have every, whatever it is, 2 or 4 years, they need to get reelected. And it's really hard to get reelected on a platform of, hey, I made a lot of people angry or I made a lot of people happy.
Hudson has a point. This past year, 3 incumbent council members were voted out, replaced with candidates who campaigned on fixing the county's approach to development.
It's been a long time coming, and we're at a point in time where people are a little more vocal, a little more upset, and want to see change. And you've seen that in the change of council recently in last year's election.
Jane Grunenbaum beating Mark Schaefer, who has held the seat since 2020.
And now the direction they want to take with the Land Use Reform Working Group and the recommendations that they're looking for from that group.
This is Sussex County's Land Use Reform Working Group, which for months was hailed as a solution to the growth problem.
For recommendation number 1.
Coming up with recommendations to the County Council to implement. A few weeks ago, Sussex County Council reviewed 20 recommendations from the group. 3 of them involve adjusting density to allow for more types of housing like condos and duplexes. Developer Christian Hudson says that alone would address the sprawl we're seeing.
So at the end of the day, what really needs to happen is somebody with courage needs to say, do we want 3,500 acres? Do we want 6,000 acres? Or do we want 1,000 acres of Sussex County to be converted every year into housing? And then how do we do that, right? So, but it's simple math because the 3,500 is coming every year, next year, and the year after that. So how many acres? It's just math.
But as of now, County Council hasn't decided to change density rules in any way, nor have they decided yet to implement any of the other recommendations created by the working group. Right now, there's only ideas and no action. And if action is taken, the county staff says some of these plans will take years to implement if they're done at all. Lawson points out the council can't change zoning code as quickly as critics claim without potentially being sued.
Yes, I would say absolute lawsuits, right? There are people out there, developers, investors, people that have spent millions of dollars investing in their project based on the rules of the game today. And they come in, they fill out their paperwork, and they start all that work. It takes years to get to the point where shovels are in the ground. If we, the rule makers, change the rules in the middle of the game, that's not something that they're going to agree to. And they're going to say, time out. That's probably unfair, if not illegal. So we've got to be careful about that.
County staffers even called some ideas like comprehensive rezoning lofty and quite difficult to achieve. And here's the thing, not a single land use reform recommendation can change inadequate infrastructure because roads are managed by the state.
We don't control the roads, but we certainly influence the roads. And we need our partners at DelDOT to be at the table to talk about that. We need our partners at DENREC and State Housing and the Office of State Planning to all be a part of this discussion. It's why you see them part of the working group, because we can't do it alone.
A frustration that has been repeated multiple times at various county meetings is the opinion that those partners Lawson mentioned, DelDOT, the county, the Office of State Planning, they aren't working together efficiently. A good example is the state planning's State Policies and Spending Report that directs where the state of Delaware plans to spend money. As pictured here, the state strategies map and Sussex County's future land use map do not align. What's more, the 2025 state strategies draft didn't include a 150,000 square foot healthcare campus in Millsboro that's already broken ground. As Sussex County struggles with the future, the past is getting harder to hear.
If we close our eyes, all you hear right now is cars going by, right? And if you open your eyes, you see cars going by. When you were here dove hunting with your son, what would you have seen or heard?
About an eighth of this, right? We weren't so worried about the cars hearing the guns as we were the neighbors, and it's hard to take, given that I knew what it was.
Does that make you a little sad sometimes?
Yeah, it does. It does. And, you know, could we have planned around it? Yeah, probably. You know? Yeah, probably. We're a lot smarter now than we were then.
One thing members of this current county council have floated is the idea of a moratorium to pause and reset growth. But it's important to remember that even if a moratorium happened, there are still years of developments on the books, so you would still see building happening. We've talked building, now let's talk infrastructure when the price of paradise continues.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
On this episode of McQueen's, we're going to focus on our expanded state-of-the-art service department, where we work on any year, any make, and any model. That's right, that's what I said. Any year, any make, any model. Our techs, highly trained. Our tools, top of the line. From dream machines to daily drivers, right here in Sussex County. It's time to service the ride of your dreams at McQueen's, right behind Redner's on Route 9 in Lewis.
We may be old-fashioned at the Country Rest Home, but some things should never go out of style, like kindness, dignity, like treating people as the humans they are, made in the image of God.
For us as a family, it's not about cutting corners and chasing ridiculous profits, but more about a good name and a good reputation and doing good for those we serve.
At the Country Rest Home, you'll find care that honors the past and cherishes every life.
It's not just a home, it's a fully connected life. When work flows effortlessly, when friends connect from anywhere, when your house runs on smart everything and being offline isn't an option, Extreme is the connection you need. Get 1 gig internet with no data caps, Wi-Fi and security powered by Eero, plus the equipment you'll need, all for $65 a month for 2 years. Call 844-EXTREME2 for details.
Imagine a coastal escape right in your own backyard. At Tyndall's Casual Furniture, we know you aren't just buying furniture. You're buying summer nights, family cookouts, and relaxing mornings. For over 40 years, Tyndall's has helped Delmarva families turn patios, porches, and poolside spaces into true backyard staycations. Explore outdoor settings designed to inspire, featuring premium brands that are made to look great and stand up every season. And remember, Tyndall's is tax-free for all of Delmarva. Visit our showrooms in Laurel, Lewis, or Frankfort. Tyndall's Casual Furniture. Outdoor living done right.
The Price of Paradise, growth on the coast, sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Infrastructure. It's a word that conjures up a lot of feelings around here. We're talking roads. The county handles land use decisions, but the State Department of Transportation, DelDOT, handles the roads. CoastTV's Christina DiRoberta shows us how you can see the problems and progress as soon as you cross the state line.
It's a transformation you can see. From rows of crops to rows of homes, from fields of green to full neighborhoods. And as Sussex County builds up, the roads are feeling the weight of that growth.
It's Delaware, man. It's growing. It's outgrowing itself really fast. A lot more tourists are coming here not to visit anymore, they're coming here to live. So, which is obviously impacting our situation here. More traffic, more problems.
Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with a string of crashes on the coast.
That is what's happening. Yep.
Major upgrades are in the works. On Route 1, drivers will see crossovers removed and roundabouts taking their place by 2028. And the $140 million North Millsboro bypass just recently opened in September. Still, it seems growth is outpacing infrastructure. DelDOT Secretary Shantae Hastings admits it.
I will, be honest that we haven't always kept up with it.
Local drivers like Tanisha Johnson know it.
Because I don't feel like there is enough space for everyone to maneuver.
But what does it mean for the future?
Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with yet another bad accident on Route 1.
At what point does that become dangerous or unmanageable?
It's a hard question to answer because there's that balance of wanting to, support economic development, but we also want people to be safe and people not to be in gridlock all of the time.
Hastings says the department's role in development is often misunderstood.
People think like DelDOT can just stop development. We can't. That's not our role in state code. Our role is to say, if you do this development, here are the transportation improvements that are needed to support it.
Is there anyone enforcing that those recommendations are actually made?
There will be notes and/or an agreement that says, at this building permit, you have to have built X before you can move to the next phase of a project.
Some massive developments are planned here along Mulberry Knoll Road and Route 24. But as you can see, Mulberry Knoll Road here, it's really just a one-lane road. And DelDOT has made some expansions on Route 24, but the department says it would be really ideal if they could make those improvements before developments are built, but they say that's not always possible due to budget constraints. Here in Sussex County, only 35% of the roads are covered by federal funding, according to DelDOT. Route 113 is one of those roads, but that's compared to 75% covered by federal funding up in Newcastle County. Unlike our neighboring states of Maryland and Virginia, Delaware counties do not manage their own road infrastructure. The counties only manage land use, and private roads that are not maintained by the state also have problems. Just last year, streets inside the West Shores development in Milford, they looked like this, riddled with potholes and cracks.
The manholes are uncovered. You'll see cars having to traverse kind of these obstacles as to go in and outside of their own neighborhood.
Those roads have since been paved after what State Representative Brian Shoup calls a compromise with developers. He says the problem started because previously developers only had to pay a small portion of the cost for neighborhood roads up front, meaning they could walk away before finishing the paving.
Well, if you can imagine if you had to make a financial decision and by law you only had to pay 20% of the inside road bonds up front and 80% were left on the table, if something happened to your business or if it was better for you to leave with 80% still in your pocket. Some developers will take that advantage of having that money still in their pocket instead of putting it towards the development themselves.
House Bill 297, signed into law by former Delaware Governor John Carney, changes that. Developers must now pay 100% of the inside road bonds up front. A step in the right direction, but as more people travel Sussex County roads, there's more work to be done. For CoastTV News, I'm Christina DeRobertis.
Too many bad roads and too many people moving to the area. As Charlie Sakaitis shows us, the pandemic supercharged people coming to the coast.
It's easy to see from the air big beach crowds on a hot summer day. Rehoboth has been known as the nation's summer capital for an entire century, an escape for city dwellers from Baltimore, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., and more, all just looking for some sun and sand. And it's not just Rehoboth that draws people in. The entire coastline of Sussex County can deliver that laid-back beach vibe. But over the last 20 years, the permanent population here on the coast, it's exploded. According to U.S. Census estimates, nearly 100,000 people have decided they don't want to visit, they want to live on the coast. And that migration, it got supercharged right around the start of the pandemic. From 2020 to 2024, a small 4-year window, Sussex County ballooned by more than 32,000 people. This plot of land off Warrington Road in Rehoboth was nothing but trees in 2016. Today, it's nothing but houses. And that leads to more traffic on the roads, bigger crowds on the boardwalk, and lots of opinions about whether this is a good or bad thing.
It's ridiculous. I mean, the roads can't handle it, and it's so congested.
You can't get here and say, I should be the last family or the last people here.
They are building everywhere. It's horrible.
I see a lot of building going on around this area, a lot, and I'm like, well, I understand why everybody's kind of going this direction.
Regardless of any opinion, the surge towards the coast isn't showing any signs of slowing down. So I wanted to meet with somebody who made that choice in the past few years. We knocked on the door of one recent convert to get her story.
My name is Laurie Sherman.
We're so glad to talk to you.
And we moved to Sussex County in 2020.
This is one of the things you liked about your house?
Well, we got a lot where there were woods and a lake, so we had both views.
Sherman spent time living in Wilmington. She also spent 26 years teaching in Connecticut. Along with her husband, Sherman chose Sussex County for some of the same reasons everyone does.
My husband and I loved the beaches, and we wanted to be close to the beach. There's a lot to do here within the community where we live, and there's also a lot to do in Sussex County.
She also has some of the same complaints that many do.
The traffic is pretty crazy, but we've got a lot of traffic in other places too. We don't let it deter us.
Her biggest concern isn't backed up roads or full beaches.
The services have not kept up with the population growth. We had a dog, and for a 24-hour emergency, we ended up taking her to Salisbury.
Sherman says she had the same difficulty when it comes to human care.
It's been a bit difficult.
Even though the Shermans are relatively new to the area, they've already seen more growth than they expected, and that includes right in their own development.
We thought that our community would not be this large. It's 700 homes, and we were under the impression it might be 350 homes, so that has been an awakening.
So that's where we are, but where are we going? Well, according to the Delaware Population Consortium, they say over the next 5 years, we're gonna add 20,000 more people. Over the next 10 years, that number balloons to 40,000. And over the next 20 years, it's 75,000 more people. So what does that mean for you and me and anybody that lives out here? Well, it's 75,000 more people that need homes, that need health care, that need parking, which means that these conversations about growth aren't going away anytime soon.
I like growth, but it's mismanaged. I'm sorry, the roads cannot handle all these developments that they're putting in.
I'm not unhappy about growth at all. I'm glad for the growth here.
You do see a lot of growth still happening, so it makes me pause a little bit, like how is everything going to handle that, but I still love living here, so.
I welcome them. It's a great place to come.
And because the coast is such a great place to live, because of the beaches, the recreation, the tax advantages, people are going to keep moving this way, which means one question is going to keep being asked. How many people is too many people? Charlie Sakaitis, CoastTV News.
Here's a question. How many farms are too few farms? Right now, agriculture is Sussex County's dominant industry, surpassing tourism. But for how long? We'll explain when the price of paradise continues.
President's Day mattress savings are taking over at Johnny Janosic. Save up to $1,000 on the premium brands you love and get up to 48 months no interest financing for limited time only at Johnny Janosic's Mattress World.
Shower your home with comfort, style, and a little love.
With Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Designed just for you. Safe, easy to use, and built to last. Our factory-trained experts can transform your bathroom in as little as 1 day using quality, made in the USA materials. And with our price match guarantee and done right guarantee, you get the best quality at the best price.
Right now, save 20% off your entire bathroom project with payments as low as $89 a month.
Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Because you deserve the best.
Adventure starts at Gateway Subaru. Discover the all-new 2026 Subaru Outback. Bolder, smarter, and built for whatever Delmarva throws your way. With legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive, advanced eyesight safety, a stunning 12.1-inch touchscreen, and a refined, spacious interior, it's ready for every road and every trail. Gateway Subaru is committed to providing the most enjoyable and easiest car buying experience. Plus, Gateway has more in-stock Subaru inventory than other dealers have combined. Just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Gateway Subaru, higher standards.
Timeless services deserve timeless protection. Experience the difference with HydroShield of Delmarva. We're a family-owned company, proudly offering USA-made, eco-friendly coatings, sealants, and cleaners that eliminate the need for harsh chemicals. We provide complete surface protection for glass, tile, grout, granite, marble, quartz, and even backsplash. Whether your home is brand new or older, HydroShield of Delmarva has you covered. For protection where you need it most, visit HydroShield of Delmarva online or call now for a free estimate.
Enhance the beauty of your outdoor space with Liberty Concrete and Enhancements. From patios that wow to trash enclosures that blend in and beautiful stamped concrete, Liberty delivers one-and-done craftsmanship that lasts.
Very easy to deal with. His crew is great. As you can see from the quality of the work, it's just outstanding, and it's been an absolute pleasure.
Despite rising costs, Liberty is offering a free smokeless fire pit with a minimum of 320 square foot patio installation. Contact Liberty Concrete for a free quote today.
President's Day mattress savings are taking over at Johnny Janosic. Save up to $1,000 on the premium brands you love and get up to 48 months no interest financing for limited time only at Johnny Janosic's Mattress World.
The Price of Paradise, growth on the coast, sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Some people say the last crop of a farm is a house. Those same people may say there's too few farms now and too many houses. Coast TV's Matt Pensick introduces us to 3 farmers trying to preserve their way of life.
It is a sight. It is a sound. Heard across Delmarva. From Lewis to Milton to Selby.
Less than 2 years ago, that was just another farm field that had corn and soybeans.
Every day, Chris McGee works on his farm. He sees work of a different type taking place on the other side of this road. The work on a new development called Bay Knolls. 5 miles to the north, pruning is being done in preparation for Bennett Orchard's blueberry season.
We have the perfect soil for it. As they say in wine, the perfect terroir. Our salty sea breeze, sandy soil, temperate climate, abundant sunshine, all contributes to making this farm an ideal place to grow peaches.
The Diamond State's fertile land and moderate climate make it an important farm state, with over 7,000 farms producing more than $100 million worth of farm products a year.
The move away from farming in Sussex County was well underway when this film was made in 1953. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, by 2023, in Sussex County, that's the county with the most farmland in Delaware, the number of operating farms has gone from 7,000 to just over 1,000. The new homes that have replaced the farms have brought some new challenges to the farmers.
This is deer fencing. About a decade ago, 2 decades ago, this wasn't necessary. We never really saw deer problems in our orchard. With the increased development in our immediate area, deer, other wildlife have nowhere to go.
And this shows why. Based on an American Farmland Trust report in 2016, the red area is the developed land in Sussex County that was farms and is now homes and businesses. 7 years later, the state planning report showed more housing in the eastern half of the county, and look at the increase in Seaford and Blades. It is encroachment like this that has the attention of farmers in neighboring Worcester County.
For God's sake, look at what Sussex County is doing just in the lower Sussex area with all of the developments and trying to keep the farmland. I mean, they're just developing it left and right.
According to the Census Bureau, there were over 2,300 farms in Worcester County in 1910. It was only half of that 44 years later. There were 785 farms in 1969. Midway through this decade, 361 farms are operating, a decrease of 85%. Kathy Drew's Bishopville farm produces soybeans and other crops. A big part of her business, as it is for many on Delmarva, chickens. She is in the shadows of one of those developments. This silo, now overgrown with vegetation, is surrounded by the golf course and homes of Lighthouse Sound.
People don't, when I tell them, oh, I live in Bishopville, Lighthouse Sound put us on the map because we never had a road sign that said Bishopville until they developed. And that was, at one time, a farm. And they raised cattle. Some of the old timers could tell you about that. It's really interesting to hear them, the ones that are still around and talking about that. But yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Once farmland's sold, it's never going to be farmland again. So every farm that's sold is lost forever. I haven't yet to see a development being converted into farmland. And it's just sad, but it's a sad reality that we live in.
Bennett's have farmed this land since the 1760s. Only the Civil War interrupted this family agricultural business. For most of the 20th century, it was chickens and grain crops. That changed in the 1980s when Henry's father shifted to peaches.
Kind of saw that we had a smaller acreage and that moving and transitioning into fruit crops would be not only more profitable, but would be, a more long-term sustainable solution. Perfect peach right there.
This is our family farm. A McGee has farmed here since 1865. Here is where my family started, and they stared at a horse all day.
This is what you would dig potatoes with.
Okay.
McGee showed us farming equipment from the past. He's also looking to his 7-year-old son Oliver as the future of this family tradition.
He enjoys it. I just hope the stress and the business aspect doesn't scare him away.
We have a 4-year-old grandson. Whether he decides to continue on with farming will be foreseen in the future.
as you see more and more farms disappear. You know, the sell out and shut up mentality is not going to happen on this farm. I'm standing here today. We're going to go for another 6 generations or more.
The next generation will determine the viability of farming on Delmarva. In Delaware, under their ag preservation program, 21% of farmland in Sussex County will remain farmland permanently. By 2050, Delaware state planners expect Sussex County's population to increase by 52%. New people will need new homes, putting the remaining farmland at risk.
Our issues with growth and development, farming and infrastructure, those have been going on for decades. Our way of life continues to change. Who is to blame? The list is long. Sussex County and the state of Delaware do not coordinate very well. There's constant changes to planning documents. We have an antiquated zoning code, inadequate infrastructure, people still sell their land, and there's constant changes to politicians. Can we fix this? To do so would take a massive overhaul of regulations and the way decisions are made in Delaware. More people move here every year, and in order to reduce sprawl, local governments need to increase density so those new people live in smaller properties like townhomes or condos. If that doesn't happen, we'll continue to see the same sprawl and development we see right now. Sussex County is considering increasing density. More people puts more of a strain on our services like police and fire departments and schools. Local governments could enact an impact fee that would help fund those services. But in the long run, is any impact fee ever going to be enough to keep up with the massive population growth? Highly unlikely. How do you preserve open space and farmland? Some organizations are doing that with success, but it costs a lot. And we've lost a lot. And we will continue to lose more. How do you fix the roads? That might be the toughest problem of all. At the crux of the issue is that infrastructure and development are not handled by one entity. 2 separate entities handle it, and unless that changes, the roads probably won't either. The first step to any sort of change is awareness, and we're in that phase right now. But what is awareness without action? We'll find out as we continue to grapple with the price of paradise.